And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, another epic VeVe live stream. We have a super limited comic book drop today, so I think it's going to be pretty valuable right away. We got the Incredible Hulk number 347, like I talked about a little bit last night. Shout out to everybody who joined last night on the little live stream. Let me just review what these comic book looks like today. We have the common. There's the uncommon. We got the rare. My favorite, the ultra rare. Let's go. And the secret rare. I think the secret rare looks awesome too, though. Won't lie, I love the secret rare the way it looks. My favorite's the ultra rare. I would definitely say the secret rare is my second favorite one today. And then I think the common's probably my favorite, or my third favorite, I should say. Common or the rare, possibly. A super limited drop. We got 10,000 total covers today, so it's obviously going to sell out ASAP. We see how fast 30,000 sell out right these days. 10,000 is going to be a blink of the eye. Shout out to everybody who gets lucky today and grabs one. I think it's definitely going to be pretty valuable. We got 6,000 common editions. We got 2,250 uncommon, 1,000 rare, 500 ultra rare, and 250 secret rare. So I think today, if you get a secret rare, I mean, it's going to be definitely valuable. How we doing, Willow Kid? How we doing, fam? Billy Bob Bitcoin. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Yep. Today's going to be a good one. I think today, if you can have a plan right away, there's going to be a chance to make some money right now. I mean, if you flip an ultra rare, secret rare, let's get some price predictions in here. What do you guys think the ultra rare is going to go for right away in the market? And same with the secret rare. It is the first appearance of Mr. Fix-It. It's the Hulk's gray alter ego. So I don't think this one's, the most popular comic book. But again, it doesn't always matter right away. I think it has more of a chance to impact and affect the price long term, possibly. Secret rare today. Let's go. Yeah, I really think the secret rare looks amazing today. I like the ultra rare, then secret rare. Not the biggest fan of the common uncommon. I do like the way the common looks. It's pretty cool. I would have to go, if I was to rank them, ultra rare, secret rare, common. That's my ranking today. Ultra rare 500, secret rare 2K. I like the guess. I think ultra rare might go for a little bit higher right away. But that's a great guess right there. I like it a lot. Ultra rare only has 500 editions, so it's going to be interesting to see what that one goes for. Less than 1,000 editions. That's big time right there. We see a lot of secret rares that have 600 editions. So just think about that. Secret rares usually have 600 editions, and today the ultra rare has 500. So I think that's a big point right there. Let's go. Got my 80-year-old dad doing his first drop. Good luck, Dad. Let's go, Billy Bob Bitcoin. It's awesome to see the fam evolve. Today's going to be a hard drop, so, shout out to the Pops doing the drop today. If he gets it, congratulations. But if he doesn't, be aware that we probably have over 200,000 people going for this one comic book drop. So definitely could be challenging to get. Got 24 minutes to the drop. How's everybody doing today, fam? I so agree with this, Willow. I just started reading this comment. I wish I had more bread to grab some of the secret rare covers that have dropped. Something about that all white with the image, with that one image in the center. The aesthetic about it is dope to me. Yeah, I agree. I think, shout out to Dan Schraubel, too, because he's talked about this earlier from day one. He always talked about how that white blank cover with that character on there just makes it look clean. It stands out. It symbolizes, something that's very valuable that way. And I think that's a key point to focus on. A lot of these Holy Grail comic books, the secret rares, they do have that white background that makes it look real clean, valuable, as opposed to a whole bunch of different colors. If you look at some of the comic books that, aren't the most valuable, and then you go to the secret rare, a lot of times they don't have that white background. But I think it all depends, because some of those ones that don't have the white background, they still look amazing, How we doing, Audible? How we doing, fam? Also, I think I'm doing an interview tonight with Big Collectibles. That's one thing I forgot to mention last night. So that'll definitely be a good time tonight. Shout out to them. Yeah, hopefully we get some people in the chat today. Get blessed, get an ultra rare, secret rare. I'm just going to put this link in my Twitter bio. Man, I've been striking out big time on these drops. I know a lot of other people have too. Today might be the same the same outcome here. Earth 2 investor said I'd give it 6 months before at least one room in your living quarters is full of long boxes. That's so funny because I think everybody sees what's happened, right? I just got my first physical comic, right? And I got a feeling though that I'm going to get addicted. I'm already addicted. It hasn't even came in yet. I think I'm already addicted to the comic books, the physical comic books, and mine didn't even come in yet. I just think the way, see, I don't think I'm going to be so much attached to comic books that aren't graded. The same way I'm not too attached to, my Pokemon cards that aren't even graded. I really wanted to get them graded because I want that slab. I mean, with the plastic, even the Pokemon cards, it's not as big as the comic book, obviously, but I still think it's going to feel amazing, look amazing. That's what I love. I love the fact when it's graded and it just makes it look official, I mean, a big comic book, that's like a plaque on the wall. So I just think it looks amazing. We back all. Let's go. Get in the building. Need my first secret rare. I've been blessed. I got a couple secret rares, not comics, but collectible secret rares. And honestly, I don't even care if I don't get another secret rare comic on the drop, just because I got blessed, man. Let's see here. On the drops, I got the secret rare Spider-Man. So no secret rare comics, but I'll take that all day, right? I'll take the secret rare Spider-Man instead. That's fine. And I also got the secret rare Captain America on the drop. I recently just bought him back because I had to have him back since I got him on the drop. I felt terrible. I feel terrible anytime I have to sell anything that I get on the drop. I get way too attached. But luckily, I was able to get him back in the collection before he takes off. I always thought, too, I bought him back a little bit higher than once I sold him about a month ago. But I was completely okay with that. I'm okay even if it dips back to where it was. It's one of those collectibles to where I wasn't really high on in the beginning because it wasn't FA. But that's one of the collectibles I had seller's remorse on that I sold. I sold, and I was like, wow, okay, I got to make some moves real quick to get them back eventually. I was able to pick up some good collectibles for it, though. And then eventually just bought them back. I think with 1,000 editions, even though it's not FA, we're going to see some collectibles still be very valuable just based on the popularity of that character. Look at Mickey Mouse, for example. That's the Mickey Mouse NFT collection series 1, so that's a big deal, but it's not FA. And it came out the gate, and it's already 4K. I think the first ever, Avenger in premium format, I think that's going to definitely do well. But we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe they announce something big later this month or next month and dips back down, but I see that one definitely doing well. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I haven't checked my portfolio last night, or I don't even think yesterday. But this whole like last week I've been checking it. It's definitely been going crazy last couple days. I would say the last week it's definitely gone on a good ride. How we doing, Z Brito? Good luck today, my man. Yeah, good luck to everybody. VeVe Las Vegas. Good luck, fam. Get that secret rare. Hopefully today somebody on the chat gets a secret rare. What's up, Johnny? Hair probably looks wild today. Didn't have enough time to take a shower this morning. Ended up being up kind of late last night. VeVe Las Vegas sold all my Murmur corners. It's one of those things where it's not the biggest brand in the world, but it is Series 1. It is Season 1. So I do think, a lot of us have been really high on those Season 1, Series 1 collectibles. Even just Season 1, at the end of the day, even if it's not Series 1. Season 1 things, the bigger the brand, Season 1 is going to be doing pretty well, I think, in the future. I got rid of my Murmur corners as well, too, though. Comes to a point where you got to make decisions, right? You got to decide. You got to make the risk versus reward. I would love to keep every season. Have almost all of them, so I feel pretty confident with that. Isaac Kerr, yeah, hopefully I just get a win. That's the way I look at these drops. If I just get a win, it's basically just like hitting a collectible. I mean, no matter the rarity. I think the rarity, it feels more like, you hit a double, you got a rare. Hit a triple, you got an ultra rare. Hit a home run, you got that secret rare. I haven't hit a home run yet. From the comics, at least. We in the house. Let's go, Doobs. How we doing, brother? Man, the Superman pump was crazy, right? I mean, I honestly thought Superman was going to get the 3 to 5K a lot sooner. I don't even think it touched 3K just yet. I think like 2.9 was the highest. Maybe it's floating like 2.5, 2.6 right now. The way I always look at things, you know, if Superman was 5K, would I be trying to go after it? I would. I would try to be going after it because this is the first appearance of Superman. I 100% wouldn't be able to afford 2 of them the way I do now. But they were cheap. I mean, they were like $50 when they came out, maybe 150, 300 for a while. I mean, I think everybody kind of regrets not getting 10, 20 of them, right? But this is Superman. This is an iconic character. So I think Superman can definitely get the 5K easily. It's a full set by itself. So that also has a lot going for it. I mean, for example, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's not a full set by herself. And I think she can run up to $1,000. Doing well today, dude. Was real tired. I'm 100% going back to sleep right after this. That's a fact, at least for like an hour or two. I don't know how I'm able to do that drinking coffee still. It's crazy. I feel like coffee just doesn't even affect me. It's getting difficult to figure out what to sell. VeVe Las Vegas, this is the biggest truth right here. Big facts, man. Big facts. And I think for me, I'm just going to keep trying to add money in. I know not everybody can do that. I can barely even do that. I'm literally tapped out. But, you know, I don't want to sell too many things. I really believe in pretty much everything that I'm holding right now. So lately I have been trying to take some risks. I don't advise that because, I mean, with every risk, there's a reward. But, I mean, with every risk, there's a downside to it, too. So I've been kind of risking for the biscuit lately. Listing some things I probably shouldn't be listing for sale. I just did it again this morning. But I feel like I'm also savvy enough to be able to make it work. Now, obviously, everybody feels that way. And even if you feel the most savvy person in the world, mistakes happen, right? It doesn't always go your way. So at the end of the day, all the risks that I'm taking, I'm willing to have it go the opposite way, basically. Like when I talked about listing Todd for like 7K, buying back for cheaper, I think I can pull that off. If not, I'm okay with it, actually. Still got 2 original own retail Todds. I would eventually buy one back. Shout out to Gail, man. Every time I think about that, I just think of him, man, because I almost made the same decision. You know, I almost let go of that Todd at like 3K, trying to buy him back, but that thing just ran up to 6K so quick. I think quicker than any of us expected, right? So I think he said he ended up buying it back too. And that's the thing. I mean, that's what always scares me at the end of the day. But sometimes it could be worth risking it for that decision. Sometimes it could not be. So it really all depends. What Superman ended up at before the market closed? I didn't check right before the market closed. Maybe it ran up even more today. Let me know. The most I ever saw was at like 2.7K, maybe 2.9K, and it dipped to like 2.6. So maybe it ran back up today. Let's go, Roman. How we doing, brother? We got Roman Z. Powers of X #1, rare and ultra rare, pumping stranger. Interesting. Wanted to ask, why so many FA Spider-Mans and Supermans? Well, right now I think there's only one FA Superman. I mean, why not a single FA? Well, I think they switched up a little bit. Like, for example, like, okay, that Superman's the first appearance of Superman. There's only one of them. The Spider-Man, all FAs, right? There's all different poses. I feel like they could have done that with Superman, but they just wanted to separate it a little bit. Maybe mix it up a little bit because I feel like they're also testing things out. I think the Spider-Man, they wanted to make sure that there were so many FAs because Spider-Man's the most popular character in the world right now. Superman's not far behind him, but obviously Spider-Man's #1. So they wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance to get a first appearance of Spider-Man. So I think even if you can get a common of that, because it's the first Marvel NFT, the same way Todd is the first ever NFT on VeVe. When Marvel released the first NFT ever, it was Spider-Man. That's why I think it's so big. It always goes back to that very first one, the Genesis with Crypto Khaki, Todd Father always talks about. Always goes back to the Genesis. That's why that Todd, the Series 1, the Season 1 stuff's huge. So, like, if you get the first Marvel NFT ever in the world, the first time Marvel ever released their product digitally, it was the Spider-Man. That's why it's going to be so big. It's going to be big time. And then also for comics. I mean, after that happened, then they released comic books. And then we saw what happened with that. The Marvel Comics #1 was the first ever comic book. So I think comics will be big too. But I mean, I just think the Spider-Man is going to be the biggest thing of all time. That's Marvel's first NFT. If you Google Marvel's first NFT, VeVe pops up. I mean, it's just going to be crazy. I think that's why it's so important right there. Hype Blinks, let's go. I hope you do get a couple, man. If you're able to get 2 of anything on this drop, shout out to you because you won big time. Hype Blinks said, sorry guys, but 3 of the secret rares are mine, so you're out of luck. Let's go, G. Yo, how we doing, fam? Yes, after Superman comment, you are correct, Johnny. Okay, cool. Yep. VeVe Las Vegas, I'm on Randy Chavez fridge. Check it out. That's hilarious. Shout out to Randy, too. That's a good idea. We got fun under the sun. Let's go. I'm glad I unblocked you, my man. Sorry about that, too. Anyone who's just tuning in is probably like, why'd you block fun under the sun? I kept getting bots in here, so I tried to block a bot. Block a bot one time. Say that 10 times fast. Tried blocking a bot. And I ended up accidentally hitting Fun Under the Sun's name, so I blocked him. My wife, good thing I don't have a wife right now. My wife would kill me if I dumped more money into VeVe. You know, I'm sure that's probably happened to a lot of people, man. Yeah, okay, it went to 2.9, now it's around 2.3, 2.4 again. That makes sense. That's the thing, right? So there's always little retracements. Nothing just goes up and just keeps going up, right? Anytime things go up, there's always going to be a little bit of down, but it probably won't fall all the way back down to the bottom, right? It's going to fall a little bit, and then it's going to go back up probably to a new all-time high. Come back down a little bit, then go back up. So that's why, I mean, if you follow the charts on Ecomi Wiki, shout out to Ecomi Wiki, man. And I can't think of the person's name. Wow, how am I blanking out right now? I just woke up, so the creator of Ecomi Wiki, don't kill me right now. You guys all know who created Ecomi Wiki, right? Put it in the chat. I'm having a memory blank right now. I want to shout him out because he's done a tremendous job with that. Looks amazing. Omi the Clown, let's go. There it is. Yo, sorry, my man. I knew who you were. I just woke up, memory blank. Omi the Clown absolutely killed Ecomi Wiki. Amazing website. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. You can make a little account. You know, you get all the access to the charts and everything. You can see your portfolio worth. It's obviously an estimate. It's a floor estimate, though. I just think it's a great website. And you can actually track the charts. I was actually looking at the other day. I saw so many of these collectibles just shoot right up. And I'm not someone who's going to study the charts of crypto, but I play FanDuel, and it's almost literally the same thing. I watch players, like their game logs, how they've done. And to me, I look at it, it's pattern recognition. That's all it really is. So, for example, I equate it so much, right? So, for example, like with MLB players, baseball players, you have Bryce Harper. If he just went, 0 for 5 for 5 games in a row, majority of the people are going to stay away from him. That's like a stock just falling negative, 10%. People are going to stay away from it. I'm picking Bryce Harper every game at this point because he's going to go off. When you're batting 300, etc., you're a superstar, and you just went 0 for 5 games in a row. I mean, your average has to average out. You're good, and that's what usually happens. He'll usually go off and hit 2 home runs and go 4 for 4, and then you see everybody start picking on. Same thing with stocks. We're same thing with in this case, NFTs, collectibles. When you see a collectible go down, dip crazy, people are staying away. That could potentially be the time to get in. Not financial advice, but those charts help out big time because, for example, opposite, you see someone like Bryce Harper go. With superstars is a little bit different because they can keep going on a hot streak, obviously. But when you see players, go on an absolute tear, they're going 3 for 4, 4 for 4, 4 games in a row. That has to cool off to balance out their average. So they're probably going to eventually go 0 for a couple games or something. So everyone's going to keep picking them because they're going on a hot streak. just like a stock. If a stock just went up, gained 1,000%, it's red hot. People are going to FOMO in, but it's got to cool off. So these charts can really help you determine what's happening in the market. I didn't really take any risks that much, but I came up with a conclusion, a prediction that, we could see a retracement soon just because everything just shot up and it's at like all-time highs. So when that happens, people are going to FOMO in. It's like picking that player who's red hot, and he's got to come back down a little bit. And then people sell. So it's like if you can get ahead of that pattern, you can really start to do the opposite of what majority are doing. That's kind of that zig when people zag mentality. Let's go. How are we doing in Petro? Absolutely, brother. Absolutely doing well. Hit that like button. Appreciate you guys big time. What do they say? Hit the like button, you get blessed with a secret rare. Now, hitting that like button just helps the algorithm out, sends it out to more people. Appreciate you guys big time. Yo, so it just dipped back down to 2.3K. It ran up to like 2.9. Good luck today. Pioneers, my man Jay Kill. How are you doing, brother? Hey, fam. Good luck to everyone. We got Jabe's feelings in here. Jabe's also makes music. So if you want to check his music out, it's pretty good too. Won't lie. Made a song a little bit ago around the holidays. I thought it was a banger. Go check out Jabe's feelings. Is that your Instagram, brother? I think it is, right? Jabe's feelings. Gio said 8,888 editions. Honestly low for FA Superman. I agree, man. Could you imagine? I mean, the price would probably be similar, even if it wasn't first appearance. Even if it was just another Superman ultra rare or etc. This is an uncommon first appearance, full set. That's what I meant to say. Could you imagine if it wasn't a full set? Even if it was just, not a full set. This counts as a whole set. This is going to be big time. Wow, Secret Rare Daredevil is a big one. I don't have that comic book. I have all of them besides the Secret Rare, the common, uncommon, the rare, ultra rare. I think that's a big one. That's a New York Comic Con exclusive as well. Daredevil is a great comic book. I don't think you can go wrong with that one, man. Yep. Oh, okay, Gio, grinding out here. I like Jermaine Rogers too. I like him as an artist. I really wish I had his whole full set of the choices. Don't have the full set. Only have the red one, the white one. I wouldn't have the blue one, so can I have red, white, and blue? I had it at one point, but I had to let it go. Hit the nail on the head right here, Willow. Exactly. Every new high we make is a new price point that someone else is comfortable taking profits. Absolutely, man. And that's why I see, a lot of these collectibles with super limited editions, 40 editions sometimes, right? There's only 35 people willing possibly to even take profits, right? So you're going to have that floor set really, really high because there's just less people who have that collectible, and you don't have, 8,000 people, a whole bunch of people willing to take profits early. So that's why I always think, even when you have something with a lot of editions, even with a super popular character, starting off, it may not be the most expensive, but if it's that popular, the demand's going to drive that price up, That's why it's always interesting to see these crazy low editions, 40 editions or something crazy. Starts off extremely high because you only have a limited amount of people who can set that floor extremely high. But if the demand's not there, that floor price is just going to stick around for a while. It's not really going to be liquid at that point. Hey, spare $900 is always solid. And yeah, shout out to Omi the Clown one more time. I forgot his name. But Omi the Clown, man, he spent a lot of time on that website. Absolutely amazing website. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. So just make an account. Obviously, don't use the same password as VeVe. Always make a new password, everything. Absolutely love his website. So awesome. Absolutely, I agree. Website is amazing. Good luck to everybody. We got the drop in 3 minutes, everybody. Bryson, my guy. Go Phils. Let's go, Willow. I love Philly, man. Sometimes tough to root for him, but gotta stay loyal. Also, yeah, shout out to Bud Thompson, man. I don't feel like I give him enough love. Bud Thompson's been doing charts, the marketplace for a while now. I think he might have even joined VeVe before me in February. He said I heard from him one time. I joined March 1st, I think it was March 2nd or 3rd, somewhere in between there. And I saw Bud Thompson making those charts right away. He was going through manually inputting all those prices and everything. I think I used his calculator a couple times too in the early days before he called me Wiki. So definitely go show Bud Thompson some love on YouTube. His intros are always hilarious too. It's like stocks. When it's down, unless they go bankrupt, the only way it can go is up from the bottom. Facts. It's just a psychology aspect. Like when Bitcoin dips, tremendously, everybody sells, panic sells. I mean, what happens if you look at on-chain metrics? What happens to those whales? They're just accumulating more at that point. When you believe in something, collectible, stocks, crypto, when you believe in the project, when you believe in that one thing that you're watching and it dips, that's an opportunity, not financial advice. When it's skyrocketing, I mean, maybe that's the time to take profits along the way, small ones, or you just hold. You just hold, right? If you really believe in that project, that's just the stepping stone of where it's going to get to. Last minute comics are huge. We got a minute 38 seconds left to the drop. Last minute comics are big time. If you get number 10,000, that's going to demand a lot of money. Even if you get 9,999, I would say like the last 5, the last couple, last 10. And then obviously the further you go down, probably like the less and less valuable it is. Yep, getting that drop zone. Lily's commenting, Brendan, you're commenting right at the drop time, my man. Trying to mess up my flow. How you doing, Brendan? Let's go. My buddy just showed me that he just bought some gems. All right, guys, 45 seconds to the drop. This is about to get intense. We got 37 seconds. I'm going to exit out, come back in. I'm going to do it one more time. 24 seconds. Let's go. I'm going to actually record it. 15 seconds. I'm going to come back in one more time. That's risking it, but 10 seconds, y'all. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bye now. Nope. Oh, man. No luck. I got to watch the film. Did I not do it on time? Maybe I was a little late again. I feel like with those now, I'm kind of scared to do it too early. I don't know. Maybe it was on point. It's just hard to do now. Let me see here. And maybe a little late. I mean, with 10,000 editions, I think I was too late for that one. Let's see what the film looked like. Crazy. Let me see if I can have it like focused up this time. Zoom in. Focus up. Well, you guys saw it. Struck out. Hopefully you guys did well. Let me know in the chat. Did you guys get a dub? Did you guys win today? I struck out big time. I'm going to get to some of these comments I didn't get to just yet. Do you stack up comics for MCP? Like buying those cheap uncommons? Lately, I have been. It's funny. I actually think, I don't know for sure if this is happening or not. They're probably watching right now. But I've had this feeling because it doesn't happen to too many other people, I feel like. Maybe it does. Let me know. I feel like whales are not buying my low mint collectibles because they know I'm like out of money and they don't want me to pass them in Master Collector program. They're probably like, we're not letting Johnny Dunn pass us. So I think they're just not helping me out by buying any of my low mints. I'm going to find a way to come in first. I'm going to be the top collector. At least one of the top collectors. I'm not letting it slip away. So I think that's what's going on right now. But I am stacking up on a couple. You know, I just bought a secret rare 3-digit for $400 or for $500. My buddy just asked me right now. Asked me a question. He said his buy now button didn't even pop up for him. It's just a terrible way for your first drop to happen. But like, I just bought a secret rare 3-digit comic. That's gonna give me a lot of master collector points right there each day. I just bought an ultra rare 3-digit comic. I think it was that what was it? Iron Fist. I just bought it because I love the cover, to be honest. And it was cheap. I think the ultra rare was like $80. Like, what? So I bought one of those. 3-digit one too. Obviously, I paid more for the 3-digit, but I'm gonna skip down. Sorry if I didn't get to you guys. I do hold Omi. We got December. L, big L. So difficult. Kind of getting tired of comic drops. Always says sold out before the timer runs out. This is what just happened to my boy. Let me show him. Let me show him this comment actually. Because that's exactly what happened to my boy who just joined too. Getsy took an L. Tony took an L. Did anybody get a dub? Come on. We got to have one winner in here. Yeah, I got a 3-digit secret rare comic, man. I was so surprised when I saw it. You know what's funny? It's not the most valuable comic, but I think it's being slept on. I had to talk to Comics and Crypto about this one. I talked to him after the fact. It was Darkhawk. Now, I've been loving the secret rare comic, the way it looks of Darkhawk. I obviously know Darkhawk is not like a holy grail comic book. I think it's one of those spec books. Like, people think like if that shows up in the MCU, it could be huge. And I think Marvel released it for a reason, obviously, right? But I didn't get it for that speculation. I mean, that's just going to be like a bonus. But I got it because I love the cover of that secret rare. It's one of my favorite secret rare covers. And also, it was just an opportunity. I saw a 3-digit low. Like, let me show you how low this is. Let me find it. This is a super low mint number here. Like, it was the second lowest mint possible. And it was for $200 more than the floor. Let me know if you guys think that was a good deal. I think it was. Just because I love the cover so much. Like, 683. Come on now. Like, look at this. That is fire. You can't tell me this is not going to look amazing in the showroom with 3 digits to it. I bought this for $500. The floor was just over $300. It's $318 floor. I bought it for $500. It's a 3-digit. That gives me 9 points a day. Comics and Crypto thought it was a great deal. Shout out to you, Sean, man. Appreciate you big time. That's a snipe. Hey, let's go. L rebound. I'm not even worrying about a rebound. Something was off with this one. I agree. You know why, Gio? I think something was off with this one. Like, everybody I talked to, like, who just joined, I have a couple friends who just joined the app today, and they just put in their gems, and they said the buy now button didn't even show up for them. I was like, what? And that happened to a couple of people here. So My boy just talked about well, I was just telling him that like comics, there's 10,000 comic editions, right? There's probably about over 250,000 people active on the drop day. So tough to get one these days. And I do think in the future that most comic book drops will be, 70,000 plus editions. It has to be. I think comics, they just want to have it like kind of mix in a couple extremely rare comics because that brings the collectible aspect. If everything is super, easy to get, then it won't really be that valuable. Still an FA comic. Yeah, Darkhawk, absolutely. Let's go, dudes. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I love that comic. I mean, just the way it looks. So someone asked, have I been stacking up the comics for MCP points? A little bit. I haven't really gone. I should get more uncommon comic books right now. I think they're super undervalued. But I just went for some ultra rare covers that I just thought were amazing looking. And we're still pretty cheap. I am going to continue to keep grabbing a couple comics. I wanted to add a couple more secret rares that were a little bit cheap. Maybe if I had like an extra $1,000, I may do that. But at the same time, there's probably gonna be some big drops coming up in a couple months. So it's got to be a way to stack some gems. I'm way too attached to my collectibles though. Like I just had a third Nightwing, and for the longest time, all fantasy football season, I kept saying, if I got this third Nightwing, I'm gonna flip it right away. Finally, be able to get some gems. As soon as I got it, I said to myself, I'm never selling this now, because it's like a trophy. It's like we'll see what happens. Good scoop. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I got a rebound. Anybody able to get the drop on the actual drop? Everyone struck out today. Dang. Let me see on Twitter. Let me repost some people. Let's see. Incredible Hulk. I'm gonna have a nice GIF. I'm gonna do it of Hulk screaming. Struck out. No. Did anyone get lucky today? Hopefully some of y'all got blessed. Secret rare. Let's go, Robbie Remington. Have you on TV and my son on his phone every time you sniff and it happens twice. I think we can expect the $30 to $50 floor on this one. Thoughts for the common? Is that what you're saying? Let's see. Let's see common editions again. So the common 6,000 editions. That's probably gonna be pretty expensive. We got 2,250 for the uncommon. You got the rare 1,000 edition, the ultra rare 500, and the secret rare 250. Yeah, ultra rare looks pretty cool. I wish I got the ultra rare. I'll probably just chill with a common. I'd be okay with that one. You got Pimp Hulk. Yeah, for the common. Yeah, I think $30 would be cheap. I think. We do have the Murmur Cornos Series 2 coming up Saturday. I don't think the market's going to dip too much, just because that's not an iconic, crazy drop, right? If we had Jurassic Park and it was a T-Rex drop in ultra rare, secret rare, I mean, we might see the market dip a little bit. Or if we see, crazy announcement like what's some things in the works here? Star Wars. If Star Wars Darth Vader was dropping on Saturday, I mean, you can expect the market to dip a little bit. But again, I don't think it's gonna like crash or dip like crazy like it has before. Just because every time it dips, it usually dips a little bit less and less and less. But people still need to sell off a little bit to get some gems. So along the rebounds is getting harder every drop. Yeah, Jerry, it is getting so hard. And that's the benefit of being early, because it was never this hard before, right? We were able to get, 10, 12 comic book drops on the first few, right? That seems impossible. People joining now can't fathom how we were able to get like 6 to 12 comic books on one drop. That's just how slow they sold out compared to now, Sorry if I missed your comments from before. I'm gonna try to go back and get into some I missed. Definitely gonna be and was a tough one for sure, dudes. I haven't heard of this issue, Daniel. I feel the same way, dudes. Every time you bring up Vader, I'm getting more and more worried I won't be able to get him at all once he drops. That's the thing, dudes. I mean, once he drops on VeVe, it all depends. It all depends on the edition count with Darth Vader. If we get a Darth Vader and there's only one of them and it's a full set, which I don't think it will be, and there's 7,000 editions, 7,777 editions, that's going to demand a lot of money. Anything less than 5,000 editions is going to get crazy. Hopefully, I don't know. Let me know what you guys would. You guys want a Darth Vader, kind of how they dropped like Superman, just one solo set Darth Vader, or would you want Darth Vader in like different poses, so people can get the common, so you can get a Darth Vader, and then those extreme Darth Vader fans can get that secret rare, maybe the lightsaber. That's what I think they're going to do. I think for the Darth Vader drop, they're probably going to have a common Darth Vader so everybody can get the FA Darth Vader. And then the secret rare may be like Darth Vader with his lightsaber, and it's probably going to animate and have some kind of motion. The light may come on and off. That would be insane. If that happens, you can bet I'm going to clip this video right here. That's the old Gary Vee tactic, right? Predict things in videos and then clip it later and be like, called it. Wow, let's go. You guys are getting rebounds. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So it still is 12 every 4 minutes. It's crazy. It still works like that. Maybe Vader for the Obi-Wan show coming out, possibly. We're all losers in here today, but at least we're in good company. Let's go. Now we're all winners here, man. I mean, Dan Shawable, man, shout out to you, brother. You harp on this, and it's so true, because it can get discouraging for some people, if they strike out. But realize this: if you're striking out, don't get discouraged. That's a great thing. I know it can be frustrating. You don't get that collectible comic that you want, but most of us, we're holding Omi, right? If you're not holding Omi, I would definitely suggest looking into it. I mean, even if you just hold a couple collectibles, what this means is VeVe's exploding. Day in, day out, every week. We're all winners here. We already won. Just have fun. Like, that's what Dan always says, and it's so true. Let's go. Okay, this is definitely there's so many different strategies, right? Some people that they focus on those blue chips. Some people just focus on those sets, getting those MCP points. Could work out either way. I was kind of in between both. I got my blue chips, got those Todds, got the Rizzo, got my Waltz, got my Spider-Man Secret Rare. Feel like I have all the blue chips almost. Besides the Marvel Comics #1 and the Amazing Spider-Man 252, there's always gonna be some that we don't have, right? But I feel so satisfied and so like good about my collection to where, I mean, who knows? I kind of had a little bit of both. I focused on those MCP points, the sets and everything. I wanted to make sure I had enough sets to use that as like a foundation. And now that I had up to like 55 sets, I think. And slowly I would like almost trade one set that I didn't love for another set that I thought was more important, or another collectible that I really thought was important. And then slowly kind of just exchanging those sets that I thought were maybe kind of like trimming the fat of my collection, etc. Not every collectible is like fat, obviously. Every collectible is valuable in VeVe, I believe. It's just how valuable do you see compared to another one. So that's kind of just what I've been doing. Melkor says he put in 70K on this app 2 months ago. My account is geared up towards MCP. Really expecting to hit a drop as scarce as Secret Rare, Amazing Spider-Man 252 when the drop raffles rolled out. See, that's the benefit of focusing on the Master Collector Program points. That's what people don't really realize. They think it's kind of like just not important. It's definitely a great bonus because we see how valuable these individual super scarce items can be, right? Maybe this whole time you kind of passed up on some of the blue chips you could have got. I mean, with 70K, you probably do have some great blue chips. But maybe you passed up on a couple extra that you could have got and you focus on those sets. Well, you never know, man. I mean, in the future, you could, because of those sets that you grab, MCP points, you could end up hitting that extreme limited blue chip, and that could be more valuable than any of the ones that we have out now. So you never know how it could work out, how it's going to work out. That's why I think if you focus a little bit on both, you can't go wrong. I didn't want to, trim myself too thin. With getting too many sets. I think I have 49 right now, maybe 48. Let me check. 49 right now. And I probably plan to go back down to maybe like 46, depending on if I let go of a couple single collectibles that are solo sets. But I want to hover around that 45 to 50 set range, I think. Like for me, I think that's a solid foundation. Maybe creep back up to 55 eventually, but like I'm not focused too much on my sets right now. I feel like I have a decent amount of sets right now as a foundation, and I'm kind of just adding in a couple comics like here and there. And I understand that too, Hyplix. I think it's so important to everybody have a kind of like their own little strategy that they at least go for, because if you don't have a strategy and you're kind of just winging it, that could work too, but you may run into like a whole bunch of, you may keep flip-flopping your decision and it may end up costing you some gems. And this is always the debate, right, dudes? That's great that you're holding a gem bag right now. And I think try to be disciplined still with it and don't just waste it. So easy to spend the gems, right? It's like you need some discipline to be able to hold on to them. I would say, I feel like the time to buy was maybe just a week ago because we just saw the price skyrocketing right now. So if you haven't FOMO'd in, I would say keep being disciplined. Who knows what they're going to drop after Murmur Cornos? Maybe this week was just like a little, not preview, but like a little warm up into the year. So I feel like possibly we could see a bigger drop after the Murmur Cornos. I gotta blow my nose so bad, but I don't have any tissues down here. So, like I said, try to be disciplined with those gems. If a big drop happens after the Murmur Cornos, then you might be in a great shape. You don't want to spend all your gems now, have prices dip, and then you're kind of in a boat where you can't do anything. So we'll see. 65 sets. Let's go. So that's 70K. I mean, got you a lot right there. Congrats. That's 15 more sets to me right there. People that I tagged you in JD definitely gonna peep that. Cop the 8 minutes. Okay, so wow. So Kevin got a rebound right at the 8-minute mark. So the 4-minute is still going on. The power of VeVe, baby. Let's go. Instincts. Started with 120 in gems. A little over 3,300 now. That's huge, man. When did you join, if you don't mind me asking? Shout out to you, Instincts. That's a huge come up right there. I mean, that's amazing. That's what VeVe can do. You started out with $120 in gems, and now he's already got over 3,000. What kind of other investments can you do that with, right? And that's perfect example because everybody hears my story about how I grew my account to where it is now. But I did. I started with a decent amount of money. I started with like over 10K. And for me, that's that's a lot, right? I mean, for some people, that's nothing. They spend 10K in a day. But for me, 10, 15K was a lot of money for me. Went all in. Shout out to Chris Moneymaker. I made a Chris Moneymaker poker player. I felt like I got dealt pocket aces when I found VeVe, researched it, knew what it was. I said, I'm not going to have a better hand than this. This is getting in with 10,000 users and what I think is going to have hundreds of thousands of users, I was saying back in March. People were calling me crazy. I was like, no way. These are pocket aces. I'm going all in. Like, and it worked out, man. It worked out big time. But it just goes to show you that you can start an account with $100 and literally flip and work your way up into 3,300 now. Solid. Because you're going to have your chance, dudes. You're going to 100% have your opportunity. You got punch. Let's go. How we doing, bro? My man said 65 sets. Didn't even think there were that many in total. That's crazy impressive, my guy. Yeah, that's big time. I saw Danny Liak or whatever his name is. Shout out to you, man. We were all over the marketplace. I think we all see it. Became a celebrity just by being all over the market. I think he's got like 70 sets right now, 70 or 72. What did I see? I think it was 70, right? I think maybe he's probably got every set. I saw he had a Donnie, so I assume he's got every set. 70 might be the max. Probably about 5 more minutes till the marketplace opens up. Join right after the golden moment. Simpsons drop. Oh wow, that's quick too, man. Shout out to you, Instinct. So that was what, December? Like a little late November? It's literally in 2 months. I'm gonna say in 2 months, my man Instinct just turned $100 into $3,000. Like, come on, that's impressive and that's amazing. That's inspiring too. Because just think, I mean, anybody joining now, even if you've been here for a while, you can put in $100 right now, and in a month, 2 months, you can have over $3,000. And that's kind of how I've almost been treating it, because I've turned into like a kind of like a flipper lately. Just because I don't have the money to keep pouring in, thousands of dollars. I'll add like a couple hundred here and there, possibly. But most of the time, I'm going to try to use a lot of these collectibles that I get, newer ones, try to flip them and hold on to these gems. But yeah, someone's asking about the Master Collector program. Have I been stacking up some comics for that? I have been. I think I am going to add a couple more secret rares. Right now, I have 2 secret rares. Shout out to Luke Blackby. He gave me the Hulk secret rare. Let's go. That was my first secret rare ever. Awesome, man. I'm so happy about that. And so, like, you guys know, I still am huge on the comics. I feel like I completed my goal. So the comics now for me, until we see, more Holy Grail comic books, I still can't believe I got that Marvel Comics #1. 3-digit. Let's go. I paid so much money for it too. Woo, but I'm so happy I got that. Because what happened was I was grabbing, early December, like December 1st, late November. It was really late November. Like late November. I start becoming addicted. Well, I really started becoming addicted like mid-November. But late November is when I'm full-blown addicted. I was grabbing all these comic books. 3 digits. Cheap as anything. I grabbed Amazing Spider-Man 3-digit comic book, probably for like $250. Like crazy stuff like that. I grabbed them all except for Marvel Comics #1. It was like $1,000 at the time. And so I made a collage of all my 3-digit comic books, probably like 30 of them. And I made a post about it, said I love the common 3 digits. And then a couple days later, I'm looking for that Marvel Comics #1. Price is like $2K now. I'm like, what's going on? Everything just skyrocketed. I was like, oh my God, no. And I felt like I may have started a little wave before I got all my collection together. And I'll never make that mistake again. End up paying like, I think like 2.5K or something like that for the Marvel Comics #1. I'm not sure the exact price, but it was definitely more than what I first saw it at. But getting that 3-digit was so satisfying. Like to this day, like let me look at it. I feel so good about my collection. It's unbelievable because for the longest time it was like stressful anxiety, thinking like I'm gonna miss this one, I'm gonna miss this one. And obviously, it's, I mean, zooming out, I already won, I feel like, but these are all just bonus little things I've been rushing for, trying to complete and get. Where's that? Where's it at? Fantastic Four #1. Like, let me show. I can't because the market's closed, but if you guys look at Fantastic Four #1, the common 3 digits, those are expensive. Those are actually more expensive than the Amazing Spider-Man #1 3 digits right away. Here it is, my baby. $751. Like that is gonna be in my showroom on my profile page. I can't wait till we can show off the comic books. One thing that I really think that should happen with VeVe, the accessories. I really want, because I'm addicted now and I haven't even got mine yet, the graded comic books. You know how when the physical graded, it comes with that slab, it says like the verification, authentication. Well, what if we could get that for a VeVe showroom, meaning you could buy an accessory possibly one day, as you could buy like a comic book slab on VeVe and put your comic books in this case and hang it up in your VeVe showroom. Has like the slab, the edition number. That would be amazing. So you have like your own graded comic book in the digital world. Or like at least maybe not graded because it's gonna piss people off, whatever the grading system is, right? But at least it'll have like all the info on it. I just think it would look amazing. It's like I don't know. I think that'd be awesome for comic books. Let me know if you guys would like that in the chat. Maybe VeVe sees it, and if they see enough people like it, they'll add it. Who knows? Let's go. Anyone had any problems on VeVe before? Question mark. I had some yesterday, and I was really impressed with the support team. They answered within 4 hours and fixed it all. Wow, that's amazing. I know in the beginning they got swamped with support tickets and just had so many questions. It took a little bit to get back, but I think they're on the ball. I think they're getting back to everybody so quickly. Like that's what people have to give them so much credit for. I mean, they started this and they thought they were going to have 30,000 users by the end of the year one. We now have over 1.5 million active monthly users. Insanity. So, shout out to VeVe and the whole support team, getting back to everybody quickly. Hey, let's go. In Petro, I bought 300 gems originally. Now I have 2.2K. I have 2K in a passive income through a crypto scheme that pays me 160 per week. Once I can cash out, I'll add my profits to that. Let's go. That's awesome, man. Let's go. So you guys like that idea? I think it would be awesome. So that way, like, you don't have to like just hang this in the room, which would be amazing just to hang this in the room. But imagine if you could buy like a case for this one. Why doesn't it want to focus on that? There it is. Like imagine if, what's this mint number down here? I think that's a good mint too. Okay, so not crazy. 12,000. Where's that 1,000? Yeah, 12,000, 55,000, and then 751. So there she is, my baby. Imagine if you could have that now, right? In a plastic digital case and just looks clean. Like it would just make it look professional as anything. Market's up. Wow, let's go. Market time. Let's go. All right, guys. Common. There's 32 in the market, so be careful. I don't know what it's going to do. $70 is a floor. Usually it dips when there's this little amount in the market. Like the uncommon is 115, but there's only 6 in the market. So that's why I say if you have like a decision like the rare, there's $400 for the rare, there's 11 in the market. If you have a quick decision, you're able to have a plan. Maybe you want to sell right away. There's 5 secret rares in the market. You could sell for $3K right now and get it off. It's already dipped now to 2.7K. Ultra rare is 1.3K. Whew! 6 in the market. The rare is $300. 11 in the market. The common is up to 90. There's 32 in the market. See, I think people are buying them right now, which could be good, could be too early. I'm just going to wait. I think somebody else just and Petra said I bought 300 gems originally. Okay, I already read that comment. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Passive income is the way to go. Speaking of passive income, that's the way I've been thinking of VeVe now. That's all I'm thinking of how VeVe is going to be. I don't want to have to sell my big time collectibles for profit only, because then that's gone. Like imagine this, ready? Think of this example. I could sell my secret rare Spider-Man for 35K right now, right? Boom. If I list it for 30K, it's selling immediately. That's 30K. It's huge. Secret rare Spider-Man, right? Or I could just hold my entire collection. And now, once we're able to charge 1 gem, I was probably going to be able to charge like 1 to 5 gems, right? For anybody to come in and visit the showroom. Maybe it's like $1 per entry. Maybe it's like $5 pass, and you have free entry the rest of the whole day. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I actually like that idea. I just thought of it. $1 to visit every entrance. Like entrance is $1 to showroom, or $5 pass for the entire day. So you can keep coming in and out of the showroom all day. I think that'd be pretty solid. And it's cheap enough to where, I mean, it's definitely affordable. I mean, 1 gem, or it could be even Omi at that point. But think about it this way. I mean, people who have big followings on Twitter, YouTube, VeVe, I have 12K followers now because of you guys on Twitter, right? If just half came in to view the showroom for 1 gem, and this is just not me. This is not just me. This is everybody. Anybody in VeVe who has a big showroom, museum, that's how I've been treating this, like a digital museum. The same way there's wax museums in real life, there's going to be digital museums. And so 1 gem entrance for just say half the followers on Twitter alone, that's 6,000 gems per day as a passive income stream. That's life-changing. So, like, that's why I don't want to have to sell my collection, because I feel like, you know, people would pay 1 gem to come view a 6-figure digital museum. So I think that's why holding on could be huge. That's $2 million a year. If just half my Twitter following alone came to my showroom and paid 1 gem per day, that's $2.1 million a year, $6,000 a day. Like, that's why I did that. Not math, but I started thinking about that a few days ago, and I was like, this is going to be life changing for so many people. I mean, not like I just came up with that thought yesterday, but I mean, that just kind of hit me to where that's $2 million a year if you just hold. Getty said I put in 8K so far. My collection is approximately 12x of that. Let's go. Crazy. I just went through all my Play Store transactions. And I made some stupid moves, stupid trades early on. Hey, Getsy, man. I mean, hindsight is always 20/20, right? We all had some probably bad moves in the beginning. I sold a couple ties for $500. I mean, I knew what tie was going to be. I think we all did. But it takes a while for the world to catch up. Sometimes you have to make some moves in order to get some other collectibles. Like I probably wouldn't have been able to afford Walt Disney if I didn't let go of some other collectibles. I probably wouldn't have been able to afford, you know, a Rizzo if I didn't let go of one of my ties early. And a whole bunch of other things like that. So, you know, like for me, I knew Tau was going to be thousands of dollars. I knew Tau was going to be one of the most valuable collectibles on the app. So I had to always keep at least a few. But that's the benefit of being early and you're able to get duplicates. I think I bought 6 or 7 ties. And I was about to go even harder. I was about to buy like 10 more. But it literally just sold out when I got off the phone. So I was like, oh no. But oh man, are they arguing on Twitter Spaces? I hope not. Yeah, best to wait. Gala node and strong nodes are the way to keep up with this VeVe collecting, converting all my profits into VeVe NFTs. This is the end game. Let's go. That's just such a great way to think about it. And shout out to Alex from the community too. He's been on strong nodes for a while now. So I know they've been doing well. And I still agree. This is the end game. This is where people are going to park their money in. Think about it. This is a way to hedge against everything. I mean, it's the reason why. Think about when we get one-of-one artwork. That's going to be crazy too. That's why these millionaires buy crazy expensive artwork. Because when the price of the value of the dollar goes down, you're parking your money in something that's going to appreciate. When you're holding cash, your buying power just decreases each year. Let's go. That's a good sign right there. That's an interesting concept right here. Let me check out the prices real quick again. All right, so we got the common down to $70. The uncommon, $81. The rare's $190. Ultra rare, $570. Secret rares, $1.6K. I really can't wait till we show off the comics. I'm so happy I bought that Darkhawk secret rare. I got a 3-digit secret rare. Like, what? See, I'm huge on the low mints, man. 3 digits. If you have a 3-digit secret rare, 3-digit common, 3-digit ultra rare, 3 digits are going to be big. I don't know what's going to be more valuable, a high edition number secret rare or a low edition common. And this is why. People will say the secret rare just has less editions. It's not necessarily true on most of them. Most secret rares have 600 editions, right? A low mint 3-digit common has 500 editions. A secret rare has 600 editions. A low mint common has 500 editions. Think about that. Because VeVe takes the first 500 of, say, like Marvel Comics #1. Let's use Marvel Comics #1 as an example. Marvel Comics #1 has 500 3-digit numbers available. Secret Rare has 600 total editions. And the Marvel Comics #1 common is the original cover. Sheesh! When people think about it like that, kind of makes them think a little bit. I fell my heart into those Ultraman posters too right away. I did. I mean, I think long term they're gonna be big because at the end of the day, they're the first ever 2D on the app, and it's a season 1. So I didn't mind FOMO into those posters when they first dropped. Secret Rare I paid a lot too. At the time, I paid $700 for the Secret Rare Ultraman poster, and then it dipped down to like 300. And I just held. I bought another one once it kept dipping. Eventually sold that second one. I had to. Didn't want to, but always gonna hodl one. Man, I was so early when I think about it. Unbelievable. It tells a story. That's why I can't sell some of my collectibles. Like, let me just run through this. Some of my most, all right. People always ask me what my favorite collectibles are, right? I've kind of narrowed it down to a handful, at least. Here's why. The ones I always talk about, obviously, are my favorites, but these are the ones I haven't talked about, and they're like in a group together. There's 5 of them. Man, these are some of my favorite collectibles of all time. Ready? Gotta focus up. There we go. All right. FA Joker 559. Harley Quinn FA 288. Penguin 433. Becky 634. Joe M 615. What? Now, the reason why come on, focus up, focus up. Now, the reason why I love these so much, not just because they're 3 digits, because I'm the original owner. I bought these from the store. Like, look at this. Joe M. Like, should I go to Joe M? Yeah, we'll go to Joe M. You pay $44.99. Floor price, $1,100. Like, being the original, the only owner of all these 3 digits, it's going to tell a story. Like, people don't realize this, ready? When a rich person comes on the app, huge whale, what are they going to go for? They're going to go for the earliest stuff with the lowest mint number. And then they're going to, show it off because that's part of the collecting, right? We want to show off these collectibles. And they're going to show off, I have the lowest mint number. But guess what money can't buy? Money can't buy time. No rich person could go back in time and buy being the original owner. So that's why I think being the original owner is actually more important, possibly, than the mint number at times. Now, obviously, if you're the original owner of one of the higher mints and try to sell it on the market, you're not going to get much. But if you build a following, if you become like an influential person, I think being original owner of even a higher mint could mean a lot once that ownership history is available. It's like owning a new car. People are going to pay a lot of money being like, wow, this came from the original owner. He bought it from the store, as opposed to seeing the transaction log and seeing there was 300 people that owned this collectible before him. Got passed around to everybody. I mean, I'm never going to sell the ones I just showed you. Never. They're going to be passed down. Think about that. 30 years from now, 20 years from now. Mind-blowing. The first set ever. Like, I always talk about this because I just sometimes think back. I was so close to not doing this, guys. Nobody knows, like, nobody besides my mom really knows how close I was to not going all in. I almost stopped at 3 or 4 collectibles. I was so close. And I'll tell you right now, these conversations would be completely different if I only had 3 collectibles still. Because I was that close to going all in and I didn't. It was a fork in the road moment for me my whole entire life. I tried buying more, credit card stopped. Had to talk with my mom. We tried getting the hold off. We tried buying more. It didn't work. Called back to place. I almost stopped there. Called back to place. Asked them, take off the hold, whatever the case may be. We bought more. Went all in. I was so close to not doing that, and it was a fork in the road moment for me. I haven't had one of those moments in my life since I was 11 years old, and I picked baseball over golf. Probably would have went pro at 18 for golf. But I'm glad I didn't, because everything I learned through baseball in college has brought me to where I am today. I would have been in the PGA Tour at 18. I'm probably out by 21. It would have been the Johnny Manziel of college or PGA Tour. I had to go through my baseball experience in college baseball to learn everything that I know now. And I am blessed because I do think it'll all revert back. I'll be on the PGA Tour when I'm 30, and I'll probably last till I'm like 50, as opposed to being on 18 and getting out at 20, Sometimes you're too young and you have to learn things the hard way. I had to learn a hard lesson. All OG owner. It's literally, it blows my mind too. I sometimes just think about it at night. Like, the day I went all in, I was so close to not doing that. Could you guys imagine how I'd be right now? Oh, man. Not going to sell my Elson, the hat that I got on the drop. Yeah, absolutely. Great decision. I mean, being the original owner of Disney Moments, I think that's huge. Hindsight always 2020. Huge, Willow. Absolutely. Really is true. I mean, we all think about the decisions we could have made, and we shouldn't have made, etc. But, fast forward and you're here in the future, it's easy to go back and say that now. So try to just make the best decisions you can. Make this decision that are your gut feelings. So then in the future, you can say, well, I didn't listen to anyone else but myself. I made that decision, my call. You feel a lot better about yourself. So I got a comic on the 12 days of giveaways. Only worth 12 gems. I wish they labeled it as a 12 days of giveaway edition or something. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if they labeled it like VeVe giveaway. That'd be pretty cool. A VG. You get a VG label, a VeVe giveaway. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Let me know if you guys would like that. I don't know if they would do that or not because it's kind of like a made up VeVe title, but they probably could do that. I'm sure they're going to do giveaways in the future. And think about it. If you get an NFT from VeVe, it could be more valuable, right? I know one thing. Maybe that's different though, because it's not like personally from Dan and David. I know one thing. If Dan or David ever gave me a collectible from themselves, I would never sell that. Never, ever sell that. Same with Kuno. I mean, there's a lot of people in the dev team that nobody knows about. They don't get the publicity or anything like that. I was fortunate enough to meet, one of the devs, so we did a little exchange, and so like some of those collectibles that I get from people that may not even be part of the VeVe team. I mean, the people from the community, you guys, when you guys send me a collectible, I'm never gonna sell that. So like Luke Blackbeard, he gave me a secret rare Hulk. I mean, so many other people have given me collectibles. Shout out to everybody on the live streams who donated me a collectible to give away, just to keep. I mean, the ones that I'm keeping, the ones that you gave me to keep, I'm never selling them. I'm gonna put them up in my showroom, and then when you guys come in and look at it, you'll be like, "Yo, that's the one I gave JD." Let's go! Shout out to Lewis Morgan, man. I mean, having someone like him in the community, amazing. Such a good dude, good person all around. Has so much experience too, to where like, not only is a good person, but he can help out a tremendous amount of people from everything that he's learned. Amazing. Willow said Lewis Morgan sent me a Cersei from the Mighties. I feel the same. Gotta hold that forever. Exactly, man. I would do the same. Bullish on tomorrow's AMA. Real bullish. I think it's gonna be a great one. Usually every AMA is huge, right? And I think this one they're gonna be talking about a few different things. I talked about it last night. Some of their key points that they're gonna talk about. The first thing is just the growth of 2021. I mean, guys, I keep repeating this, but just in March, we had 10,000 users. End of February, 10,000 total users, not even monthly active. We had 10,000 total users using the VeVe app. How many people on VeVe? 10,000 people. Fast forward, January 2022. How many monthly active users do you have? Over 1.5 million. Insane. Insane. I'm going to go over the comment drop one more time. I haven't picked up one yet. Hopefully it's not $90 anymore. See, like when things are like that high, I'm okay missing out. It's not, a Fantastic Four #1 comic. It's not a Marvel Comics #1. I'm okay missing out if it was at $90, $100 still. I'd probably just pass. I just saw someone's username, John Dopey Burner. So you got a John Dopey Burner account. Now prices are kind of going up a little bit. All right, so we got 520 available in the market. 55 is the floor price. Wow, it went down a little bit. 65 I thought was the floor price. Uncommon, 214 available. 65 is the floor price. Again, the uncommon's the same as the common. 69 or 96 available in the market for the rare. 145 is the price. No comics available to show. I have to exit the app. I hate when that happens. I feel like it happens to a lot of people right now. It's a little bug they got. I wonder if VeVe knows about it. Sometimes when you click on a comic or collectible, it says no comics or collectibles available. You have to restart the app. The rare 98 available for the price of 146. The ultra rare 60 available. 370 is the floor. Secret rare 30 available. 1.7K is the floor. Facts, Willow. Yeah, shout out to Comics and Crypto. If you guys aren't following them, definitely give them a follow. Sean's an awesome person. And they have a good dynamic between the people there. I like Comics and Crypto big time. I always won't lie. I always listen to their hodl or sell videos. I think it's so important just to hear what everybody has to say, and then kind of come up with your own game plan out of that. Come up with your own conclusion, because again, they have amazing advice. You know, they have so much experience in the comic world that I don't have that kind of experience. But it's always good, you know, just because someone says something, kind of do your own research on it too, and then come up with your own decision about gather everything in this like into your own opinion at the end of the day. Follow what they say as opposed to take in what they have to say. I should say take in what they have to say because they have all the experience in the world, and then kind of come up with your own game plan. Like for me, this is the first appearance so I think it will do well. It is super limited, so I think short term it could pump, could hold that floor. But again, once we get those more Holy Grail comics like they always talk about, we already have so many Holy Grail comics on the app. I think it could be better long term to maybe flip this one right away. Like we saw how it just dipped right there. If you flipped it when there's only 10 in the market, you could buy it back now and just make a few $100 easily. Or put that money into, you know, one of the Holy Grail, Fantastic Four #1, Marvel Comics #1, like even the Amazing Spider-Man. Let's go, Leon Gill. I just picked up my Secret Rare Captain America, so obviously I love it. Thoughts on Secret Rare Captain America, where it could go. Now, this one's interesting because it's not the FA, right? I think that's what's holding him back big time right now. But I think the collectible has so much popularity. It's Captain America. It's the only Captain America in premium format. It's not first appearance because the Marvel Mighties, but I think just based on how it looks, there's only 1,000 of them. Captain America is a huge character. We saw what Steamboat Willie did. Why? It's not FA, but it's in a huge, iconic character, important character. I think the same will happen with Captain America. It's going to have demand. The supply is low, and it's going to have huge demand. Whether it's FA or not, it's still going to be valuable. If it was FA, I think it would be 20K right now. I think it'd be anywhere from 15 to 20K right now if it was FA. It's not FA, so it hurts it a little bit right now. I think FAs are so crucial, and that's why I think it's on the back burner. But the floor is real weak. I could easily see it going to 5 to 7K right now. All depends what's going to drop. If they announce, say, the P word tomorrow, that's going to dip probably. Like everything in the market is going to dip, not just that one. If they announce a secret rare animated Darth Vader next week, market's dipping a little bit. Yeah, comics and crypto and Sleeping Comics. I can't forget about Sleeping Comics too. Shout out to Sleeping Comics. Sleeping Comics is amazing. He's also got all the experience in the world. If you've ever seen his comic collection, just watch some of his videos. It'll inspire you to get some physical comics. I'm telling you right now. Peace out, Willow. Yep, stay blessed, brother. Appreciate you big time for always joining, tuning in. Will gems always be $1 to $1 gem, or could that price increase over time? They would probably just raise the drop buy-in first. No, I think one gem's always gonna be $1. Yeah, Sleeping Comics is also Sleeping Comics and Comics and Crypto, great people. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think they will drop more Captain Americas in the future. That's why I'm always so big on these first appearances because, all right, first appearance of let's say first appearance of Superman, unless it's like a different character, like Spider-Man, for example. There's different character Spider-Man, so there's gonna be different first appearances. But say like Wolverine or the Hulk drops FA, that's gonna be a big deal. But the reason why I'm so big on Captain America Secret Rare is because there's 1,000 editions. I don't see them dropping another Captain America with 500 editions, especially these days. In the future, on different collectibles, they will have, you know, a 1 of 1, a 1 of 100. They've talked about that. Ron English is going to be like a 1 of 100 drop. But for a Captain America specifically, I don't think they're going to go back and make a 500 edition, another Captain America. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I just think they won't do that these days. I mean, I got it on drop, the Secret Rare Spider-Man and the Secret Rare Captain America on the drop. 1,000 editions each. That's like impossible these days, you know? Agree on that take. Yeah, I appreciate that. I think Captain America will definitely do well. I mean, I just bought it back at 3K. I had to get it. I was so attached to it too because I got it on drop. I was like, it was bugging me the whole time that I got rid of it. Yeah, facts, Getsy. The common one. The common got burned. There's only 8,000 of those. And see, this is the reason why they did that. We don't really know for sure. They didn't come out and say the exact reason why. But to me, that signifies that Marvel is probably like, we want Captain America to be really valuable. How do we make that happen now? Because the FA got taken off. So they probably said, let's burn a bunch of comments still. So that's one way to do it. So the fact that Marvel made it $400 retail, the same $400 retail that Spider-Man Secret Rare was, that's $35K, even though that has a lot more going for it. First ever Marvel NFT, FA Spider-Man. Secret Rare Captain America, the same retail price, same amount of editions is $3K when the Secret Rare Spider-Man's $35K. To me, there's a huge disparity there. I think Captain America can easily get to $5 to $10K. I don't think it'll ever reach Spider-Man. I mean, if Spider-Man goes to $100K, Captain America may be at $50K, maybe $30K. It'll be always a little bit less than that Secret Rare Spider-Man, but I think it's almost like the ultra rare comics, right? See the Secret Rare comics, $10,000. Ultra rare comic, $500. It's like, that doesn't make sense. There's opportunity somewhere in there. And that opportunity is for you guys to decide, for every one of us to decide. Is the opportunity to sell that like inflated secret rare, or do we buy that undervalued ultra rare? My opinion, I think the ultra rare is undervalued. But I just think that Marvel is trying to signify that Captain America is the second most important superhero next to Spider-Man. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. That's my personal feeling. How do items get burned? So basically, the users, we can't burn the items just yet, but we're going to be able to burn them. Just takes them out of circulation. Like, say, for example, there was 1,000 Captain Americas. If you had 10, you could burn 5. And that's 5 less than 1,000 editions possible to get. Great question. Can I put Omi in the VeVe app to auto swap the tokens, then put them back on Trust Wallet? Will they then be on layer 2? So here's the thing. If you put your Omi tokens on the VeVe app, it'll automatically get swapped to the layer 2. But then if you want to take them off the VeVe app, you have to swap them back, I think, and then it'll cause gas, I believe. So I think the thing is to think about, if you want to put your tokens in the VeVe, put the tokens that you want to like keep there for a while, I think, and then there will be a way to basically send them to like a Bit4X exchange to get the layer 2 tokens back if you don't want to do that. So I think that's the other option. Just hold off, don't do anything right now unless you send it to the VeVe app. There's going to be tons of notice and like exchanges how to swap your tokens if you don't send them to the VeVe app. What do you mean by burn? So Billy the Kid. So burn means taking them out of circulation. There's going to be like a black hole basically to where everybody can just like, if you have like 50 comic books, right? And you don't want that many, or you feel like you don't want to sell that many, or whatever the case may be, you want to just make them a little bit more valuable, you could burn a bunch, take them out of circulation. Say you burn half of them. Now you have 25. Those other 25, nobody else can have. They're not available. They're gone. I think being able to stake, you will have to send them to the VeVe app. Let's see. Did not miss out on the drop. Where do you see the price going for Mondo Back to the Future poster? I don't know what the price is right now. I'm surprised it hasn't shot up. It's a Comic-Con exclusive, so that's good for it. I just feel like posters get slept on big time. Like posters aren't too valuable on VeVe right now. If Mondo's interoperable, which I think they will be, I think it'd be solid. I mean, there's a low mint right now at the floor, 425. Another low mint at 300, 284, 187 mint, 317. All right, I'll tell you what. Mondo posters Back to the Future is slept on. I'll tell you why. There's only 59 available. The floor is 245 right now. I mean, just 2 scrolls up easily gets to 500, 600, 700. Feels like this one just got a whole bunch of delistings happen to it, possibly. Same with the Jaws poster. That one's gonna explode too, probably. Probably after the Mondo. Yeah, pretty much. This is VeVe. That would be awesome. It will be kind of like that. Like anybody can just burn things. Like from now on, I will only invest by what I really admire. That's the way to go, Kelvin. That really is the way to go. I need to sell my Cap America Ultra Rare. The Ultra Rare just went up too. I think it was like $700, $800 it got to. Before it was like 500, 400 something. But all right, guys, appreciate you for tuning in. Great live stream today. I will be doing an interview on, I think it's the Big Collectibles, right? Is that his name? Yep. He just sent me a DM. You can get a chance to respond to it yet. Just saw it. But I'm going to be doing an interview on his channel later tonight. I think like 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Then we got the AMA tomorrow. Then we have the Murmur Corner Series 2 dropping Saturday. So definitely stay tuned for that. Tune in to Big Collectibles YouTube channel tonight if you want to see a little interview with Johnny Dunn. And I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow on the next drop. Or I mean the next AMA. We have the AMA tomorrow. I'll probably live stream it. Hopefully get up on stage too. Answer some questions. But all right, guys. Appreciate you big time. I'm going to be signing off. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.